was to go into an area that's close to Sana'a, which is the capital of Yemen. And it's an area that's known to be very safe, has never really sort of popped up on any radar screen for areas to be avoided. And we stopped by at one place for like take some pictures of the valley. We just climbed on top of a roof. Our two guides actually dressed up for the occasion in very traditional Yemeni white robes. When we're done with our photo shoot, we go back into the car. And from there on, things happened very quickly and very bizarrely. A truck came up and sort of blocked, kind of diagonally stopped right in front of our car, and with about 10 men with guns.
So about a quarter of a mile down the road from there, we turned off onto a dirt road and then proceeded for another 2.5 hours into the countryside over some of the roughest terrain that I've ever seen.
And these guys they were mad. I mean, there was madness in their eyes.
And confusion. It was clear that they, it appeared they didn't have a plan other than just to abduct us. And through our guides, we determined that, they wanted to get somebody released from the prison, from their tribe, and that we were going to be the hostage in the middle that would allow them to get this man out.
The first half an hour, I had no feelings. And you kind of take it 1 minute at a time. But there is no panic, there was no fear, there were no tears. And then about 30 minutes into it, as we were going, sort of sinking deeper and deeper, the true fear of like physical violence kicked in.
And the whole time, Luda is trying to communicate. She made one attempt early on when they were really angry and agitated, and they almost took the phone away from her, but she quickly took the battery out, showed them that it was dead, put it back in her purse. And as they went on, she re-engaged the phone and was able to get a couple of texts out.
Thankfully, I have very good contacts or friends at the U.S. consulate here in Dubai, and that really what saved us. They were our lifeline, because I was able to send them a message that we were kidnapped in Yemen, and I said, this is not a joke.
We ended up ultimately staying at the leader's house. It was like a castle. We went up 4 flights through kind of a spiraling, dark stairwell to a top room, and that's ultimately where we spent the rest of our time.
The fact that we had the phone and that they didn't take it away, and that I was able to basically save it in the beginning, and that it actually worked. Coming home and arriving home and actually reaching out and speaking to family and friends have been the most emotional part about the whole experience, because I didn't really realize how emotional I was until I came home, and so it's been emotional coming back.